16 gun and knife fights, 26 men and 1 woman lost her life here, and throughout the building there's 140 bullet holes. This is a 45 caliber down here in the vertical post of the bar. The bullet's still in there. Then between this light and that fan, straight up, that's a 32 caliber. That's a much smaller bullet. Over here on the human life poster on the left-hand side, about 18 inches up, that's a 45 caliber trigger shade. And then over here, above the Lyman Twins poster, the green plaster wall. You guys want to come in? There's plenty of room. Above the green plaster wall, in the green plaster wall rather, that's a 44. That's a really big bullet, and that's still in the wall. Now this is Fatima. She was a belly dancer here on, you guys, I can't talk. She was a belly dancer here on our stage in 1881. She later toured Europe and became much better known as Little Egypt. Now throughout her canvas, she has 6 packed bullet holes, and she has a knife slash in her skirt right below her knee. It also looks like she has 2 belly buttons. One of those is really a bullet hole. Now this staircase to the left of Fatima with all her flies on it. This is the only way the cowboy soldiers and miners had to get up to see the soiled doves, the shady ladies, and the 14 private birdcage cribs. There are 7 of these cribs on either side of the building. There are 4x8 rooms, and that's where the ladies ply their trade. They go back and forth between them by the use of this suspension bridge. This is appropriately called a catwalk. Then down here at the end of the bar, that's the tough lady that was used to hoist the drinks up to the soiled ladies, the prostitutes, and their gentlemen friends. Now this bar and back bar, I'm running out of euphemisms. This bar and back bar, all original. This bar has been sitting there since December of 1881. It's a 3-piece bar, and the railroads would not insure the mirrors, so from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this whole thing had to be shipped around the Horn to South America to a port in San Francisco, and then wagon train back here to Tombstone. It took 6 months for this bar to get here, but here it sits. And all the fixtures you see are original. They were converted from carbide gas to electricity in 1934 when this building reopened as a historic landmark. It was also during that year that these partitions above and below the catwalk were installed. So if we were standing out here in the 1880s, we'd be able to look straight back at the stage. Some of the highlights of this building include the 14 private birdcage cribs, then also the gambling casino with its dice, blackjack, and faro tables. And Doc Holliday did deal faro here from time to time, and we have that table. And then also, in the orchestra pit sits the original massive grand piano, and on the stage are portraits of some of the performers who played here, including Eddie Foy, Lily Russell, Lily Langtree, and Sarah Bernhardt, and Enrico Caruso. I almost forgot. And on our backstage is Tombstone's most valuable antique. It's a beautiful horse-drawn hearse called the Black Mariah. Now this was Tombstone's hearse, and it ran from 1881 to 1917. And it took all but 6 bodies to Boot Hill. It was a very busy hearse. It's worth about $2 million today. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then we also have downstairs 5 fully furnished rooms. We have the room where Wider met Josephine and Sarah Marcus. They met here in the building and started their lifelong love affair here. And they were married to Wyatt Stepp in 1929. And anyway, and then we also have the West's most famous and longest poker game that went on downstairs on the dirt floor. The table is still there. The minimum buy-in was $1,000. Over the time this game took place, $10 million exchanged hands across that table. Bat Masterson, Luke Short, Diamond Jim Brady, Adolphus Bush, and George Randolph Hearst all played in this game. This game went on 24/7 for 8 years, 5 months, and 3 days. This is the West's longest poker game, and the table is still on the dirt floor downstairs. So those are just some of the highlights of the building. It really is like going back to the 1880s. It is the most authentic building in this